Thank you for staying with us. It's time now to take a look at stories making headlines on the front page of Nigerian newspapers. And I begin with the Nation newspaper. The major story here says, petrol scarcity spreads to Lagos, Oyo, Ondo, Osun, Edo, others. Marketers resume product lifting from depots. NNPCL, there's sufficient stock. Right, that's one of the stories you find there. Another story here, how port single window policy will boost economy. Another story, PDP wins all 33 council seats in Oyo, and they are giving reasons for why they won. Electricity crisis, Lagos, Edo, Oyo await next node. Enugu, Ekiti, Ondo blaze the trail. 120 vehicles burned in Rivers tanker fire. A really sad incident there. Some of the stories you find on the front page of the Nation newspaper. We'll move to the front page of the Daily Trust now. Petrol scarcity worsens nationwide. And the riders there say depots have run out of stock. Marketers, we are not in short supply, NNPCL is saying. And then there is an infograph here depicting the prices in liters of premium bottled spirits, that's petrol, in some states. How prices of rice, meat, garri rose in March. Nigeria Bureau of Statistics is saying rather. And meningitis kills 85 persons in Yobe. And those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Daily Trust. To the Punch newspaper now, still talking petrol scarcity. Fuel crisis worsens as depots divert PMS to Abuja. NNPC ration supply to depots, orders operators to prioritize loading to Abuja. Queues spread in Lagos, Ogun, others. Station raise bomb prices as black market thrives. There are those who said they purchased a litre at about 1,000 naira from black marketers. Now, removing fuel subsidy saved Nigeria from bankruptcy. That's what the president said. And another story here, Naira rebounds to 1,275 Naira to a dollar at parallel markets. Some stories you find on the front page of the Punch newspaper. To the blueprints now, business activities suffer as Nigerians lament biting fuel scarcity. And queues return to Lagos, Abuja, Kwara. Commodity sales fall between 800 Naira to 1,000 Naira per litre. Syrup sues NNPCL over missing $2.04 billion, 164 billion Naira revenues. Now, Tinubu tasks global community on poverty in Africa's Sahel region. Secures $600 million seaport investment with Danish giant Bola Maersk. EFCC chair appoints Nzekwe as COS, names 14 new zonal directors. Some stories you find on the front page of the blueprint. And quickly, before we move, the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, federal government begins property demolition, assures early compensation. To the Vanguard now, petrol scarcity lingered 2 more weeks. That's what Ipman is saying, independent marketers speaking there. As scarcity spreads nationwide, long queues emerge at filling stations. Hawkers sell petrol at 1,000 Naira per litre. Commuters stranded at motor parks. We have adequate stock. NNPC is saying scarcity hurting businesses rather. Transport operators are saying. Why Naira depreciated by 23% in 4 days? Currency dealers, analysts are speaking about that. Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, federal government begins enforcement of right-of-way. Sanwo-Olu sacks for 125 LWC redundant officials. Eduguba, why Obi, Shaibu, Ajoto, others re-ganging up against Obaseki. Some stories that might interest you on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper there. To this Nigerian newspaper now, the major story here says, without removal of fuel subsidy, Nigeria would have gone bankrupt. The writers there, Tinubu speaks at World Economic Forum in Saudi Arabia, secures $600 million investment from seaport infrastructure for seaport infrastructure development. Abuja Roads projects hit 98% completion. Wike says its promise kept. FCT on red alert over Suleja inmates escape. And those are some of the stories you find on the front page of this Nigerian newspaper. To the first newspaper, still talking about this matter of petrol subsidy removal, where the president is saying that it was necessary to save Nigeria from bankruptcy. And he secures $600 million investment for Nigeria's ports infrastructure. And PDP wins all 33 Oyo local government chairmanship seats as APC kicks rejects results. Another story there, JAMB may release 2024 UTME results today. Some stories there on the front page of First News newspaper. To the Salient Times now, still talking about fuel subsidy removal being necessary for Nigeria not to go bankrupt. That's what the president said at the World Economic Forum. And the picture there depicts the president and some world leaders talking about Rwanda's President Paul Kagame, as well as Malaysia's Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim at a panel there. Nigeria not yet mature for state police, Ogun Monarch is saying, urges federal government to dialogue with separatist groups. Mahi gets presidential directive on Sokoto-Badagry coastal highway design. U.S. trip expose ignorance of Northern Governor Sule Lamido is saying, come out of hiding, surrender to EFCC, or Tom tells Yahaya Bello. Some stories you find on the front page of the Salient Times. To the New Telegraph now. World Economic Forum, fuel subsidy removal save Nigeria from bankruptcy. Tinubu speaking. Secures $600 million investment in port infrastructure from Maersk. PDP will resist APC's plot to turn Nigeria into one-party state. Party's BOT chair is saying, says members' grievances will be resolved soon, or local government poll PDP wins all 33 chairmanship seats. Some stories there on the front page of the New Telegraph. And to the Nigerian News Direct, fuel subsidy removal saved Nigeria from bankruptcy. That's what the president has said. Now, man accused of stealing cement jumps into lagoon, drowns while trying to evade arrest. A really sad one there. And to the Daily Independent, Nigeria would have gone bankrupt without subsidy cut. The major story there. And another story quickly. Rivers crisis, local government chairman asks court to order state, IGP, others to secure them. On Ondo Guba, Ayedatiwa's supporter shot dead by unknown gunmen. Right, some of the stories there on the front page of the Daily Independent. Ibrahim.
The Matrix is the first with May Nigeria's economy. Tinubu, Bill Gates meet set to unveil digital identification platform to ease tax collection. It will enable more bank accounts, financial inclusion, and effective government payment programs. Local government polls, PDP sweeps Oyo as APC wins all seats in Gombe. Tension as gunmen kill Governor Aiyedatiwa's campaign coordinator, Alaba Excel. We have Tinubu's FDI drive yields fruit as AP Mola Maersk pledges $600 million investment for port infrastructure expansion, says presidency. FEM says we see an opportunity to deploy larger ships to Nigeria. Serap slams lawsuit on NNPC over alleged missing $2.04 billion or dollars, 164 billion naira oil revenue. Next is the Daily Times. Why political godsons disagree. Senator Suswam says moles, betrayers destroying PDP. Tinubu calls for inclusiveness in addressing global challenges. Shetima urges political leaders to project Nigeria's cultural diversity. Next is the Abuja Inquirer. Suleja prison break. Fears over heightened crime in Abuja. NCS yet to furnish police with data of escapees. FCT command talks tough. Petrol scarcity persists in FCT. Commuters groan. Next is Platform Times. Suspected measles outbreak claims for the 2 children in Adamawa. Life sentences handed to notorious drug kingpins in cocaine trafficking case. Initiate talks with Yoruba Nation agitators. Ogun Monarch urges Tinubu. Twin brothers arrested for alleged burglary in Ekiti. NGO steps in as Ogun rural villages grapple with health care crisis. Rice sale stampede. Customs visits victims' family, assures support. Above the masthead, exclusive, Ogun lawmaker suspends aid over Yayi's ambition. Tensions flare as Abiodun Amosun clash at public function. Tinubu secures $600 million investment to boost Nigerian ports. Next is national economy. 42.97% increase in 1 year. Nigerians resort to charcoal, firewood as cooking gas price spikes further. Nigerians resort to charcoal, firewood as cooking gas price spikes further. On the bottom strip, how can you stop cyber attacks from striking you? That's a story for you to read there. And then federal government seeks World Bank extension for $100 million women project. No tolerance for discrimination by businesses against Nigerians, FCCPC. Next is the Nature News. Why bottled sachet waters thrive in Nigeria? Over 2,000 brands in the market. NAFDAC tasked on effective regulation. UN commits $3 million to combat anticipated flooding in Somalia. Minister tasks Nigerians on greenhouse gas emissions mitigation. Governor Mohammed steps up mining regulations in Bauchi. World Bank disburses $2 million for FCT Acresol project. Firewood, charcoal, smoke kill 98,000 Nigerian women annually. That's according to experts. Fact check. Can solar panel cause fire hazard? That's a story for you to read there. Can solar panel cause fire hazard? A business day. Rice millers roar back to life as cross-border party returns. Bank stocks head for biggest plunge in 10 years as investors fear. Okay, next is the CBN steps in to correct market rates distortion. That's about it for business day. Next is the Guardian newspaper. FX rates harmonization. The CBN abandons unification policy, reintroduces discriminatory rates. CBN abandons unification policy, reintroduces discriminatory rates. Investors of 15 listed firms to forfeit 2023 dividends. Presidential fleet gobs $8 million in 2 years amid safety concerns. Gunmen kill Lucky Aidatiwa's campaign coordinator. Mixed reactions trail UK Rwanda asylum operation. The misguided invasion of Oyo State Assembly matters arising. PDP divided as Obi group reject Ighodalo. APC kicks as PDP wins all seats in Oyo local government area poll. 2 notorious drug kingpins back live jail for cocaine trafficking. That's about it for the Guardian newspaper. And last but not least is the Nation Sporting Life. Nigerians bomb Europe with goals. Osimhen Lukman score in Syria. Dessers grabs 20th goal of the season. West Ham ready to splash €70 million on Boniface. Sports minister threatens to sue Bashali. AC Milan's coach, I prefer Pulisic to Chukwueze, says Nigerian is a quality player. Summer transfer, Newcastle to beat PL rivals for Ndidi. City gunning for Arsenal. Haaland scores on return. Also, we have Burnley condemned tragedy, chanting at Old Trafford. Pochettino last gasp VAR decision was painful. Gunners survive, Spurs fight back. That's talking about Tottenham 2-3 against Arsenal. Salah's Sean's club at full time against West Ham. That's about it for the newspapers up for reviews this morning.
I'm wondering what Bashali did to this person because Partially has been, well, let me just leave that story for
Partially.
now. There's no time to have that conversation, but coming up on TVC Breakfast, we will turn our attention